Okay. Bingo goal. 2 goals in every row and column. Total of 12 goals. Snipers. Pin. Blah 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 blah. Where is my stream? Where is my stream? Alright, stream works. Da, da, da. Bingo. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Now, I think I can get started. This is a small nightmare, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Hello, Crow. How you doing? This is going to be complicated and confusing for me. I don't think my goals are optimal. We're purely going by what do I actually know how to do. And it's a tough one. Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm still on the fence. I think this is probably fine. I have no idea how long this is going to take. People have been taking somewhere between 50 minutes and like an hour and a half. So it's good. Today, we are going to be doing the Lockout.live monthly bingo, which is a 6x6 bingo board of various goals that need to be accomplished in the video game Super Mario Odyssey. Specifically for this bingo, we need to do exactly 2 goals in every row and every column, no more, no less. So in the first one, we're going to get regional coins in Cap Kingdom. That's not the first thing we're going to do, but we're going to do it at some point. And also 2 checkpoints in Cap Kingdom. There is one for Cascade, 4 Cascade checkpoints. I don't know how to do it, so we're not doing that. Second row, we are doing 7 sand checkpoints and Call Jaxi from 4 stands. Wooded Kingdom, we're getting 40 regionals and 3 ground pound moons, because I don't know where 10 nut moons are. I don't know where 6 checkpoints are. 24 is a lot. 6 is a lot. Like these seem to be the only goals I can really realistically do. The fourth row, 6 Metro sub-area moons and a jump rope moon. There's a lot of sub-areas in Metro Kingdom, and jump rope is just sort of one of those things where I needed the second goal. 26 moons seems fine, but I want the moon goals for Seaside because I don't really know Seaside that well. Plus sub-area moons in Seaside as well because it's only 2 of them, so that's 1 sub-area. And finally, 12 moons in Luncheon with 2 golden turnip moons. This is going to be a long one, I feel. I hope it's not going to be too bad. I'm just going to give it a go. I hope everyone enjoys, and we are going to get started in 1, 2, 3. Hello. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Lost a second already, but that's fine. Mostly, I need to basically just play normal until Sand Kingdom, and then I have to go back to Cap Kingdom to do the stuff in Cap Kingdom, and then go back to Sand again to do the rest there, which is also mostly normal. I think most of it's going to be fairly normal, actually, looking at it. It's just that it goes all the way to Luncheon, which is a little scary. But we're just going to see if we can make it work. I have been practicing a little bit. So I'm hoping the practice has paid off, but I'm by no means the best. Hello, Kranto. How you doing? But first is just the start of the run. This is by no means super exciting. We're just gonna go to the first boss and not really do much else except for grabbing the checkpoint on the way there. Most of the stuff that I want to do in Cap Kingdom hasn't spawned yet. That doesn't happen until you come back to Cap Kingdom. So for now, I'm not gonna worry about it. And I might bonk into the bridge. I won't. Wow. Thank you, Kranto. We're gonna see how well this goes. This is, I find this bingo board overwhelming, but it might just be like its aesthetic niceness that worries me. Usually the bingo boards are randomly generated, and this one obviously isn't, given how nicely the goals are lined up with one another. But we're gonna make it work. We're just gonna have a good time. But all this stuff here is still pretty standard stuff, fortunately. So the first part of a goal here, get 2 checkpoints in Cap Kingdom. That's the first one. I have been trying to understand how the movement works in this game a bit better, so I'm trying to do more dives, but I'm still not, like, super good at it. But that's okay. I've also looked at other streamers doing this fight to see how you jump on this man's head. So the boss fight is going a lot more consistent now rather than him just flying off somewhere in the distance randomly. Which does help. It does make the fight a little bit quicker if you know what you're doing and know where to stand. I don't think I need coins for anything except Jaxi. I'm just looking at the goals to the side here, basically continuously in the hope that it helps. I guess I'll put 1 on the cap checkpoints just for the sake of showing off I have some progress in it. But I'm not gonna... It's kind of impossible to forget. The main thing you could forget is like just not getting the first checkpoint, I suppose. But it is kind of nice to not have to do anything in Cascade for once. I feel like a lot of bingos have some kind of goal in Cascade. Either get some money here, get purple coins, get Captain Toad. This time along it is very much just get to the end of Cascade Kingdom and ignore it. It's unusual. But I can appreciate it. Because I kind of hate getting purple coins in this kingdom. The more I've been trying to do it, the more I feel like I struggle getting the purple coins that are here in the water and some of the other areas. There's a few just awkwardly placed in a sub area. That was not a dive. But it does mean that I have to do the dino skip, which I'm gonna say mediocre at. It's not particularly difficult, but I mostly struggle just getting on the trampoline with this big dinosaur for some reason, but we're gonna make it work. Because the rocks just sort of pushed me to the side there. Yeah. Come on. There we go, that is probably fine, yeah. I've also sort of looked at how people do this fight, and I think I sort of understand it, but I only tried it once. I got 1 hit in, which kind of worked. But you basically just do that, like you just sort of hit him, you just sort of jump on his head. And then you capture him immediately rather than after a bit. But it saves having to wait for the chain chomp to go back to Madame Brutal again and then throwing it again and all that stuff. Slowly but surely I will become better at this game. But I'm happy there's at least some progression in some of the more obvious stuff. I don't know what that ground pound was, but we're gonna call it panic. Because I think before, even if I was trying to go fast, it took me like 7 minutes to leave Cascade Kingdom, and this time it at least seems to be more in the range of like 6. 6.5, something like that. So it's at least, it's getting better. And it's kind of wild how much time you can save in just this first kingdom alone if you aren't that familiar with the strategies and are a little bit more familiar with it. Yeah. But some moons are a bit shifty like this one. Alright, so now the bingo begins, basically. I have to go back to Cap Kingdom to get some of the stuff there, but to do that I first need to go to Sand. That's just how the game works. You cannot go from Cascade to Cap immediately because the game is trying to teach you how the Odyssey works. Which is fine. It is a little bit of a nuisance, but it can't be helped. But it's also sort of the reason why going to Cap Kingdom usually in bingos is kind of awful. Because it's just an extra set of cutscenes that you have to be looking at trying to go to Cap Kingdom. And you end up losing a lot of time doing some goals. There's probably instances, if there's a lot of stuff to do in Cap Kingdom where it's worthwhile, but I feel most of the time if you have to go back to Cap Kingdom, it's just worse than almost anything else. Anyway. Almost ready through this. I will say I'm not super familiar with purple coins in Cap Kingdom, but it just sort of worked out this way that with the way the goals are set up in this particular bingo, I just needed a second thing to do in Cap Kingdom. And also the other purple coin goals are probably worse. Otherwise, I would have probably just gone for Captain Toad in Cap Kingdom, which is just walking. It's basically loading a checkpoint and going up the mountain, and that is just a little bit easier to do. But there should be some coins down here. I did scout it out a little bit before starting this run, at least, so theoretically it's doable. There's the second checkpoint, so we've done that. That's a goal done. Ugh, where did that go? Alright, fine. There's a couple behind here. Hopefully only 3. And then it gets a bit complicated. I know if I just jump there... There's 4 here, and then there's 4 more I can get underneath the little bridge. Here. Oh, and there's a couple more there as well, and then I think we can just leave. I feel like there's probably a better way to do this, but Cap Kingdom is one of those things. The downside of hesitating to ever go to Cap Kingdom is that you never learn how to do anything in here. Anyway, first 2 goals done. And we go to Sand. In Sand, we need to get a lot of checkpoints, but not all of them. I think if you want to go for everything except for the painting island, it's like 8. So I think there's 1 checkpoint we don't need to get, which is probably going to be sort of the main story checkpoint. We also need to run around as Jaxi for a while, so that's sort of the main thing I'm going to be focusing on, I think. Just trying to get to the end of Sand Kingdom and getting Jaxi somewhere along the line. Don't need purple coins here, which is lovely. I will just wait for the bird here. Just to make life a little bit easier for me. There. Come on. Jaxi's gonna show up somewhere like halfway through this kingdom, and then we can just run around and get some more moons that way as well. Yeah. Making a lot of disturbed noises right now based on what's going on, but just a lot of instances where I'm like half a centimeter next to what I'm trying to do, and it's frustrating sometimes, but it is what it is. This was also one of the things. One of the goals is 24 moons in Sand, And you only really need 16 to leave usually, so that's one of the reasons why we're also going for Jaxi. There's just, I feel like the sand goals are probably the easiest goals to pick, but to at least do, I would say, out of all of them. Because even though 24 is quite a lot, it's still not like terrible. There's so many moons in sand that you can probably make a decent route through it all. I do need to remember to get checkpoints. I hope I got the one in... I did get the one in town, I'm fairly sure. But it is also yet another thing that I have to look out for. Because usually you can just avoid most of the checkpoints and not really worry about it. But there is one up ahead there. Where are you going, Mario? But that checkpoint over there is one I will be getting in a minute. I don't know which checkpoint I want to skip now that I'm thinking of it, because there is one at the top of the tower here. And I might go for that. No. Just right now. That was a bullet bill right there. Did I not lose health? I did, yeah. My whole UI was missing and I was confused. I think I'll just do this now, just for the sake of getting it out of the way, because it is an extra checkpoint. I do think I need either this one or the one further up ahead with the Moais. I just sort of just ran through that. I'm hoping I don't die here, because that would be a bit of a waste. There is also a moon here, which is kind of useful, since I will need moons to leave at the end of the day. And I might as well get the story moon, I guess, since it is kind of annoying to get story moons just because there's a whole cutscene attached to them. But I'm here. It's probably faster to grab this than to avoid it and to just try and find moons. But I will have to be running around this Jaxi for a while, so I don't know. It's hard to say. Alright. With that, I will jump all the way down. One of the nice things about not needing coins is I don't need to go to the Sphinx. I don't need to go for weird hint arts anywhere, just that are all like slightly out of the way. There's a lot of things I don't need to worry about, and I really appreciate that. Nearly have enough moons to leave already. Yeah. I haven't filled that one in a while, actually. This jump is kind of awkward, but usually it has been going a lot better for me. So that's unfortunate, but it can't be helped. It is still kind of a tricky jump. Really? Alright, let's stop being silly. It is really just run into the wall, do a wall jump. Wait a bit, and then just jump over there. But maybe the nerves are getting to me. Oh, that was definitely wrong. Okay, I need to... Because I do need 30 coins for Jaxi at the end of the day. And if I end up just losing all of my coins... I mean, there is a treasure chest right next to the moon that does have a bunch of coins in it as well. So I guess it doesn't even really matter, but this is just costing time at this point. I'm gonna try it one more time. There we go. Like, that's all there is to it. But today, never stop being silly. You're right. You're right, though. There's also a checkpoint here. I actually sort of didn't know there was even a checkpoint here, to be honest. Alright, so we're gonna just get on him, dismount, and then call him here, because that counts as one of the places to call for Jaxi. And then we are gonna go to the Oasis. I don't know if this is... I mean, there's a checkpoint here, so I do kind of need to go in this direction anyway. That is kind of... Okay, yeah, sure, that... I feel like I was a mile away from where you need the ground pound there, but I'll take it, I suppose. Moving on. There is another moon right here. There is another checkpoint right here. And while I'm here, I will also go to that little bench for call number 2. And then I think I'm just going to use a checkpoint to go back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checkpoints. I'm going to just note that I have done 2 Jaxi stands, because that's also one of those things where it kind of feels easy to forget. Even though I am actively working on the goal. That's 3. And then 4 will be on the way there. I am missing a moon. Which is a little worrying, but we're just gonna make it work. I don't know where I'm gonna get the last boot. This is an unusual predicament that I'm in, but I seem to have forgotten the moon somewhere. I unfortunately don't have the money to get a story moon either. So I could just go into the sub area, I suppose. That's that. Where am I at? I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am at 7, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because, yeah, okay. We're done with checkpoints. We're done with that. I don't know why. But counting, specifically checkpoints in sand, is the hardest thing in the game. I don't understand why. I don't understand why I struggle with it consistently. But it is a recurring problem somehow. Alright, we're good. Just quadruple checking that I have 7 checkpoints, and I do. Okay. So Lake is just nothing, so we can just beat Lake and leave. Wooded is a little bit more complicated. Because I need 3 ground pound moons, and also 40 purple coins. And I'll be honest, I have never done a purple coin goal for Wooded for 40 coins in my life. I sort of scoped it out before the stream started, and I'm just gonna hope that I remember where to go. The other goals in Wooded all seemed awful. So I decided not to, because 10 nut moons is like all of them, which is rough. 6 checkpoints. Checkpoints keep disappearing in Wooded when you get further into the story, and it actually kind of ends up having to do everything. 24 moons is awful, and 6 sub-areas, I just don't really know where the sub-areas are, to be honest, so just didn't really work out that way. But with that, Lake is just Lake, so we're gonna go here, beat a boss, and leave is more or less the plan. Along with a couple of easy to grab moons. Please, there we go. Don't need to do any sub areas. I don't need to do anything in Lake except for the kingdom itself. And that's also, I feel, rare. But it is frequently the case that you just have a bunch of sort of long-term goals where you just need to do something in every kingdom. Where in this one, it's very much just kingdom specific what you're doing the entire time. Oh no, it's nice. Oh, be careful now. But this one, it is very much just a case of getting the simplest moons, fighting a boss, and then leaving. There we go. And the boss should be directly above us. Somewhere over here. There is a strategy for this where you do ground pound jumps. I tried it for a bit, I couldn't get it to work. So I need to look into that. But at the end of the day, I'm like losing frames on this fight rather than actual minutes or seconds or whatever, so it doesn't really matter. Well, probably I lose like a second or two, but not enough for me to really worry about it. And that was Lake. That took 3 minutes? That was pretty okay for Lake for me. Wooded, on the other hand, that one's gonna take a minute. I definitely feel like I'm gonna get a bit overwhelmed on where to go in Wooded. But we're just gonna give it a good go. Because 40 regionals. There's 100 in the kingdom, so 40 doesn't sound that bad. But you need to know where they are. The Wooded is very big. Wooded is very big, and we're gonna see if it's a problem, but I think I'll be fine. First order of events, though, is just going into Deep Woods, because I need ground pound moons, and I think I need to go to Deep Woods for 3 of them. That's at least how I've routed it in my head, and I'm not gonna deviate from that. Because I feel like that's just a bad idea. I could just do it at the end, I suppose, but I'd rather not. I'd rather just go into Deep Woods immediately and get it out of the way. Because there is just 2 relatively easy ground pound moons to get. I need to get the dinosaur, but beyond that, it's pretty much just get the dinosaur and do some cool stuff. First I'm going to plant this, because the dinosaur is going to be walking to me for a while anyway. It's probably a little bit quicker to just be on the way to the dinosaur, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Dinosaur, I have a big nut. Have it. This part just always worried me at first, because I didn't know how to deal with it. And now that I know how to deal with it, the dinosaur has fully stopped attacking me forever, which I personally appreciate. I'm just gonna get the rock moon because it's there. It's not really contributing to my ground pound moon situation, but this one does, provided I can hit it. That's 1. I should get the purple coins that are pretty close to me right now, probably. Hey. There we go. And this is 2. And the third one will be just sort of way up ahead. I wonder if it's faster to die here. I'm actually just gonna give it a shot to see if this gets me to like where I spawned into Deep Woods, because I actually don't know where this puts you. But if this puts you where you spawned, this might be alright. It just puts you back here, yeah. I don't know if it's faster, because you'd have to fall all the way down. Anyway, that is 2 ground pound moons. And now the third one is going to be way up ahead. We're not going to be seeing it for a while, I'm fairly sure. There is a couple of purple coins that I can fairly easily grab in this section. There should be a hole in one of these trees. With some more. And then we get to the point where I'm floundering a little bit, but I'm gonna just get some moons that are easy to get. Might not be worth the effort, but I do ultimately need some moons. I might skip the sub area that I usually do in Wooded, even though there is some easy to get purple coins there, but I just don't think I need them, given the fact that I need 40 of them. Oh, there is purples over there as well. Like, to the side right now. That might be worth getting. How many purples can you actually get here, I'm realizing? Yep, that worked. Because I know there's a couple over here as well that I'm wondering if you can actually quite easily get to 40 of these things by just going to these places. There is a nut moon there. I don't think I need it. Just because I need to do a decent amount of the story stuff. And the fact that I got 3 Deep Woods moons means I can skip a couple of them. I was gonna try to clip through the wall there, because you can if you time it right, and I just was mid-story in such a way that I just couldn't focus on it. That's fine. Alright, so 3 more here, which are easily acquired. And then there's like 6 down here as well. I do have to go down here, which kind of sucks because it's only 5. Because it is nice to just be able to jump. There we go. My hat. I need that. Kind of an important part of the video game. There's a couple in the red maze. It might have been worth going to the sub area now that I think about it. Because that would have given me like 4 extra, I think. Oh, come on. I don't know if it was worth it. We're gonna find out if I'm gonna be short, but since I need to go up later to get the last ground pound moon, I'm gonna be kind of close to some other purples anyway, so I don't think it matters. There we go, that's 4 more. There's a bunch in the tower as well, I think. Which I could get. I just sort of fully skipped the nut moon, but I don't know if it actually matters that much if you skip that nut moon now that I think about it. Oh, no, never mind. I don't think I'm going to be in trouble regarding purple coins at all now that I think about it. Because this nut moon, I've seen people get it usually like after killing the piranha plant. I don't know what this movement is. And it probably saves like a little bit of time to get it that way. I wonder if it's actually faster to just get the moon then, like after the cutscene, and then just die. Or if that would land you in deep woods or something like that. It might actually. Because there's more purples here. 40 is actually really not that bad. Starting to realize how tricky it actually is to get 40 purples, and actually it's not that bad. I know there's a couple inside the tower here. I just don't know exactly where is the problem. Because it's like up there, yeah. But I don't know if it's actually worth my time to try and grab those or not. Because they are kind of out of the way from where I'm gonna go. I think I'm not gonna bother. I don't think I need them. If I do, then that's on me, I suppose. I'm gonna have one more moon than I need because I was kind of just not paying attention there, if I'm being fully honest. Alright, Speward is going to open up the rest of the kingdom a little bit, including a very small room that I think also actually has a nut moon now that I think about it. And some purple coins. Maybe it might not actually have a nut moon now that I think. Wait, we'll see. Spirit? What is this? I did not ask for that. Did not ask for that. That's ridiculous. But weirdly, we're nearly done with Wooded, which is sort of my main worry of this run. So, I suppose I'll take it. That's not a problem. I'm not mad about it. I'm just surprised. I was definitely feeling that was going to be an issue. Very nice. Alright, so now I should be able to get 3 more purple coins fairly easily where the Sphinx usually is. But the Sphinx is just gone now. The Sphinx was here, but we never saw the Sphinx. Yeah, there's 3 here. And then I'm just sort of hoping that... I know there's 3 more, actually, now that I think about it. Just grow this, and while this is growing, I can just real quick. And there we go. That is 40 purple coins. And then right here, there is a third ground pound moon. Lovely. And then we leave. That is actually, I don't mind how that went. So far, this is a lot of, I don't mind how this is going. But we do have to go all the way to luncheon, so we are basically only, I feel, halfway. And luncheon, I think I say it every time, but luncheon I am just sort of floundering around a lot of the time, so I don't think that's really going to change this time around. But we still got a decent way to go. It's just that we're gonna do Cloud and Lost, and Cloud and Lost both have no goals at all. Which again, strange strange sensation for a bingo to not have to do anything, and well, in Cloud you never really do anything except fight a boss, but Lost again is also just one of those kingdoms where it's nice to get purple coins. It's a nice and small kingdom. Sometimes you need to get 2 or 4 extra moons, and even that's not that bad. But then there's Cloud, I suppose. I saw someone dive, like get the hat and then dive into Bowser, and I'm wondering if that makes it safer to not accidentally miss Bowser with the attack. But I haven't really tried. But I could give that a go. It is kind of easy to do, I suppose. And it does sort of instantly launch you ahead. Maybe that's worth doing. When you're the kind of person that doesn't know the super fast strats for this fight. Which is me. I was very close to Bowser there. Alright, never mind. Dive strat doesn't work. I don't know why, actually, because you see the little punching animation as he's diving. But he didn't, oh, I got hit, so maybe you need to do that at an angle. I'm willing to admit that it's more likely that I just did it wrong than that the strategy doesn't work. But, you know, it's fine. It's all good. Okay, Lost Kingdom. Just need to get through this. Yep, I saw that happening in slow motion. That's fine. Still not very good at this. There is a fast strat for this that I saw someone do, and I want to try and learn it. But right now I'd much rather do the excessively safe strategy to just get me to the end. Because doing this fast, it's just like a silly time loss to die there. And I nearly ground pounded on that. I've been doing the like off stream, I was trying to do the last weekly bingo every now and then, which does require you to go up there for either souvenirs or hats or whatever. And I think that's why I just that was good. That's why I just got so lost on going up there for some reason. I'm just not even gonna worry about Lost Kingdom right now. that was a pretty substantial time loss, I would say. And I'm gonna fully blame Mario on not diving there, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Come on. It's been too long since I've had to climb this tree. Alright. I don't know what's going on with my dives today, but I'm not really feeling it today, I feel. Some about my diving inputs is throwing me off a cliff repeatedly. But it's okay. At least we got some music now. But it does feel silly to die in Lost Kingdom at a time where you're not really intending to. I'd rather not. But we're also nearly done, so it doesn't really matter too much. Where do I want to go? I feel like I can get that moon. I feel like there's a certain possibility that from here... it does feel a bit high, doesn't it? I just think that there's a world where I can realistically get that moon. Did I get the checkpoint? I actually don't know if I did. If I didn't, then this is fine. If I did get the checkpoint, then this is kind of silly. I did not. Okay, good. But I think, I watched Tyrone play this the other day, who I think still has the world record. Either way, he's pretty fast. And I'm pretty sure he got that moon up top there, along with some other stuff. I think my route is no longer... I'm still using very much like a beginner route through Lost Kingdom, and... I'm curious how to implement that moon, but I... also feel like he does a lot of stuff where I'm too scared. I'm too scared to even try. So I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much. Alright, so what are we doing here? We're getting sub-area moons and a jump rope moon. I feel like the jump rope moon is something I can feasibly forget about. Sub-area moons, same actually. I should keep an eye on that. Good. But this place has so many sub-areas, which 6 sub-area moons is probably just going to be the outfit room, the people room, and then maybe, I don't know, the place with all the bullet bills, maybe. I haven't really done that sub-area much, but I feel like it would be good to try it. I just need to just sort of learn that sub-area, because it is very fast if you know what you're doing. I just don't know if it is when you don't. But I suppose we're all gonna learn together on that one. Yes, sure. This room I also just really need to sit down for a while and just learn it. That's... I don't think that's the first time that that happened to me, where I just full-on miss the cap bounce. Like, I'm fairly sure I've had that happen to me before. And I'm not really sure why. I'm also full-on just gonna say right now, I'm not doing that jump. where you jump from one side of this room to the other. It has been going wrong so consistently that I think it's better for sort of my mind to just leave that alone for now. I think I know why it's going wrong. Because there is a jump you can do in that room at the end where you just jump from that chest moon to the door directly. But because of the way the camera turns, it's actually just one of the worst experiences when it goes wrong. Ugh. Hey. Sorry, my aim is more sideways than one would expect. Ignore the sounds, everything's fine. This is one of the few places where you actually need to aim, and realistically the best way to do that is with the motion controls. But I'm so bad at it. I am so bad at motion control aiming. I remember it not being that bad in like Wii games. Oh no, that's awkward. Ah, yeah, I was afraid of that. Can I get a heart? No. I was too close to the building, which is a very unfortunate way. I'm also at 1 health, which is scary. So I'm all in all not super happy. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. We're alive. It was a 3 cycle. That's fine. It is what it is. It's not perfect. But mostly we're alive. Dying there is worse than a 3 cycle. And that's just what we're going to say is the positive part of that. It is not ideal. I'm not super happy about it, but also fair enough. The main reason also, I said that's not good. At a point that may seem random, but I think if I understand correctly, Mecha Wiggler stops moving when the last of his fireballs that he shoots gets exploded. And then you have like a little bit of time to attack him before he becomes invincible again. And he sort of shot all his fireballs down into the floor. So when they suddenly started coming for me like that, I was a little concerned that that was going to waste a decent portion of my life. But it fortunately kind of worked out. So I need a bunch of moons. 6 of them are going to be from sub-areas. I have not gotten the jump rope moon, as I predicted. Full on forgot about it, so we're just gonna get bench friends, and then we're gonna go back there, I think. Hello. And with that, we need 9 more moons after the jump rope moon. 6 of which are going to be in sub area. So I think we're just going to get this one. Hoping I don't mess this up. I only need the 1, right? Yeah, okay. If it said I needed 2, that would have been worse. Hooray! Most difficult part of jump rope is grabbing the moon, as it turns out. Anyway, there should be a sub this way. I don't think it's that one. I think it's... I don't know what that is. I think I need to go in here. But what is that other open door? I actually have no idea. I'm just gonna go up, I guess, and then we turn around. So I've not really tried to learn this sub area. I don't really know what the best strategy for it is. I know there's an up throw you can do to get one of the bullet bills. Oh, it's definitely not that. I don't know how to do up throws. I'm not gonna lie. It's a motion control movement. I'm not comfortable with it whatsoever, so we're just gonna ignore it. We're gonna go over there. I've done a jump rope moon. I've done 2 sub area moons. And once I'm at 4 moons, I can just fully focus on sub area moons, I suppose. Which there's one there. There's one at the top of the tower. Do I want to go to the top of the tower? I might not. I think I won't, actually. I think I'm just going to go from here directly to this one instead. And then just get the ground pound moon that's down here. Wherever it is. It's like here. 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 Yeah. And then we go into the sub area with great ease. With great ease. We go into the sub area. It's so silly how easy that actually is, but you know, some places are just aligned like that. Also a costume room, if you were to need costume area moons, but fortunately we do not. Fortunately, I say as I'm in it, but actually it wouldn't be that bad. This would be a much better costume room than Seaside, but it is what it is. I thought for a second I still had the costume room in Seaside, and I don't as a selected goal. And it might be better than the goals I have selected. I just don't know where any purple coin in Seaside Kingdom is, which is a requirement for that room. So I'm leaving that one alone. But with that, that's 2 more sub-area moons. We can just go inside there. And then right around the corner, look at that, it's another room. One that is fortunately also not very difficult. I say as I slam my head into a wall. Where, Cappy? It's not very difficult, as I say, as everything goes wrong. That's a new one. I've actually don't think I've done that one before. But that's okay. It's a very small room. Even if it goes wrong, it's not really that bad if it goes wrong. So now we only have Seaside and Luncheon goals left. We're also doing Snow, which is nice. I can click Snow by accident and have it be fine. Snow Kingdom I'm still just sort of rough at, but we'll make it work. 14 moons in Seaside is a bit awkward, but not the worst. Because usually you only need 10 moons to leave Seaside, but I feel like 4 extra moons is probably not that bad, right? I hope. If it is, we're about to find out. Because usually you don't go into a sub-area when you do Seaside Kingdom, so the sort of normal route through Seaside already has 10 moons without the 2 sub-area moons, so then there's only 2 extra moons. The story moons in there are super easy to get. Captain Toad is super easy to get. Like, there's a lot of moons that I feel are just sort of on the way. So I'm hoping that this is sort of just going to work out. But first, speaking of Captain Toad, we're just gonna roll up this mountain, not bonk into the wall, not slide down. I didn't know you could slide there. So that's exciting. Do I have any coins? I'm realizing I could just buy a moon here. I have 109, that's perfect actually. I'm realizing I could also just buy a moon in Seaside, but that does become more tricky now. I sort of skipped every single Luigi hint art, and there was one that's actually super easy to get in Metro. That is not even, like, out of the way. So I probably should have done that, but whatever. Cappy? That's not what I wanted. Cappy! Oh my goodness. Okay, that one wasn't Cappy, that was just me being bad, but I was mid-blaming Cappy for something, and I feel like at that point you might as well just blame everything on him. Yep, this is a fine camera angle to play with. I love seeing Mario. Sort of surprised there isn't any snow goals on this thing, but that's just how it goes. Thanks, JD boy. Your times are wild. You are so much better than me, but it's cool to see just how many more people have been playing recently. Like last bingo actually had a lot of players, I feel, compared to the ones from like a few weeks ago. Like, it's very cool. This board is a lot of fun, yeah. Copy. Got back into bingo for the tournament. Is there another bingo tournament coming up, or is that one that's already happened? Because I did hear people talk about bingo tournaments every now and then, but I think I missed it. But I would like to watch maybe VODs of it at some point if those are available, because the one that happened? Alright, yeah. I need to find VODs of that, because I'm just sort of curious how people route stuff sometimes. There's so much that I just don't know about this game that I think would be cool to see, like, really good players do. VODs come out in 2 weeks? Alright, that's cool. Where was the tournament on? If you... Was it, like... I think people mentioned it was on the Speed Gaming channel, but... I'm just full on, like, guessing. I'm a full-on guesser. I also have part of my chat covered. I'm realizing, but that's fine. I'll deal with that in a second. I don't know how to do this room fast. I don't know how to do anything in Snoking, and if I'm being fully honest, but we're just gonna play this as sort of standardly as possible. You can tell where sort of my bingo knowledge ends, and it is exactly when you reach Metro Kingdom. Although Seaside, I feel like I'm getting better at. It was speed game? Alright, nice. I'm gonna look into that at some point because I want to see that. Snow is just any percent. I just haven't done that much any percent of this game. I think I've done exactly one any percent run. With a time where I was going for under an hour and a half and failed. So I forget. As I saw the other Goombas, I was like, I forgot something. And they did. I did get Captain Toad, yeah. I got Captain Toad, I bought a moon. I feel like I should have one more moon. Oh, well, it's fine. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. There's a good chance I could have, yeah. I got Captain Toad. I got the chest. Then I got the ground pound moon. Then I went into room 1, room 2, room 3. And I bought a moon. I guess maybe I don't think I missed a moon. It's fine. The entrance. I missed the one at the entrance. Yeah, the one where you with the boxes. I missed the cardboard box moon. That's what I missed. You're right. Thank you. I knew there was. It felt wrong. I just couldn't place where it felt wrong. Yeah. Usually I get the one in Durango room and then just leave. But I just full on blanked on the one in the entrance just even being there. I just full on forgot about it. It happens. Alright, so I need 2 extra moons here. Where am I going? So I think... it's a difficult room, you know. I want to do the weekly after this, because I'm curious about it. Treasure trap and notes, that makes sense, actually, yeah. How? What is even there? Is there... whatever. Always scared to throw my hat in this room. The amount of times where I've thrown my hat in this room, hit a chest by accident, ruined my life. It's, I don't know, maybe like twice, but it's still enough where it's annoying. I definitely missed the one at the start on sort of the way to Captain Toad, yeah. In my mind, I was like, I'm gonna get a Gushin and just fly to Captain Toad after getting that moon. And then I just sort of did the movement for the other moon and that would be very easy to do with a Gushin. So, yeah, it's fine. At least I haven't died in this room yet. Because I know I think I had one bingo where I just died like 4 times in this room because I was so nervous about it for some reason. Even though there isn't really... you just sort of jump. This room is a lot harder if you're not confident. And just sort of hope the platforms are there. That way. I saw a strat with that Tyrone did, where he clipped through the room, like like he clipped through there, basically, like where the chest moon is, and I was meaning to try to see how difficult that actually is to do. So obviously this is the best time to try it, because it seemed like he just sort of did this, and then and then just sort of clipped into like clipped through the wall there, like where the chest is. And then when he went through the wall, he then went on to grab the moon that's underneath this little cave. I'd never seen that before. Bonk twice, let go and shake. Oh my god, okay. I didn't know there was it just, from just glancing at it, it just looked like he was looking at a wall and suddenly he was through it. I did not know there was a technique to it, if I'm being fully honest. Where are we at? There's a single bonk strap, but it's hard. Wee. I like it when that works. That is also one of those things that once you know how to do that, it's actually... I missed Dory? I did miss Dory, you're right. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'm sure Dory's still out there. Very close to where I am. Yeah, there, perfect. We all knew Dory would be there. Alright, I'm just gonna go back here and then get the other one. Like, in my mind, I felt like I needed a lot more moons, to be honest. And I was like, I'm just gonna get, like, Captain Toad, I'm gonna get some story moons. And then I was here and I was like, wait, I only need 2. We did it! Alright, that's done, that's done. Just luncheon, and then we'll be good. I will also say, I know where the turnip moons are, but luncheon is just like such an enigma to me. I just have not practiced luncheon enough at all, so this is going to be interesting. "12 moons doesn't feel like a lot, though. Like, is it not enough to leave? Is that enough to leave? I suppose my question is." Yeah, that's like way less than you would need, yeah. Alright, so here the struggle begins. Yeah, that was actually surprisingly close. I feel like that's possible, but... Mario. What a weird goal. 12 moons. In luncheon. Did I? This is luncheon, right? Yeah. Let me just double check that it actually is a luncheon goal. It just feels like an unusual amount of moons for Luncheon Kingdom. I know it's like a custom board, but even then, it just... It's so much less than what you would need. I don't know how to skip this boss. I'm not even gonna bother. It's definitely faster to skip this boss, but... I'm just gonna jump in there immediately. I know the question, is it luncheon, is a bit out there, but once I saw 12 moons and saw I needed like 18 to leave, I started questioning everything about my life. Yep. Perfect. I don't even know how to like properly route 12 moons. It's I'm just gonna go on my way and see what I can get. This seems wrong, yeah. Bro, I need you. Mario. Thank you. This is definitely... I feel like I'm fully in the wrong place. Everyone look away. Perfect movement. Unrivaled. No one's ever seen it like this before. Do I have money? I have 91 coins. Alright. That's the second time I've asked that. This. I full on just forgot to even throw my hat. That's fine. We don't need it. We call it the alternate strat of slots. Cappy, where are you going? Perfect. Yeah. Alright, well, we're getting to the end. You know what? You gotta look at the positives of it. And at least, legally speaking, the end is... the end is somewhere in this speedrun. We all miss the turnip sometimes twice. If I was a professional basketball player, I would be in trouble. But fortunately, I am not. To everyone's surprise, a professional basketball player. I hope I don't need that checkpoint. I feel like that would be unlikely, though. Yep. Yeah. Unrivaled movement. I'll be honest, I'm fully lost. We can make this work. This will go somewhere, I'm sure. This, I feel like I shouldn't be here. I feel like this is a strategy that I'm definitely not. Yeah. The moment I saw where I was, I'm like, everything about this feels above my skill level. And I think I'm right. I think it was reasonably close, it's just... Yep. No, we made that work. I need some more moons, I'm realizing. You know what? Let's not overcomplicate this. We're just gonna write this one down as, please, dear God, look at a map of Luncheon for once in your life. And then we're just gonna move on from there. This is definitely not the quickest path. If I had coins, I could have just bought a moon. And then... I feel like I probably would still need this one, to be honest. It's fine. There's a moon near the turnip. There's a moon here where I just need to light a torch. And then we get the turnip to the end and then we're done. It's fine. It's good. Everything's perfect. Mario. No, now is not the time. Ugh. Legally speaking, the end is visible. And we are going to reach it. Provided I can get past this Goomba. Alright, that was unusual. Let me try that again. Alright. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm gonna say this is a good warm-up for the weekly. That's what we're gonna call this. I'm hoping the weekly doesn't go to luncheon, I'm not gonna lie. It is Ascend, I think. So... And it's also Chaos mode, so I actually have no idea where the weekly is gonna go at all. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, that was definitely the fastest way to get here. Oh. I didn't miss the pot. Exciting. And we're done. What am I doing? I saw 14 moons. And was like, yeah, that's the amount I need. I didn't need to get that story moon. I didn't need to light the torch. That was all stuff I didn't need to do at all. It was 12. I made a whole talk about 12. Whatever, we're good. We're fine. I'm submitting this and we'll call it a day. I don't need to do this again. If I do this again, I'm gonna run out lunch in a bit, because jeez, that was the point where you stop being able to count to 12, not 14, to 12. I think that's the point where it's like it is what it is. We gave it a go. I'm just gonna submit this. I'm gonna get some water and then I'm gonna do the weekly. But it's fun. It's a fun board. It has a lot of stuff where you can just quickly go through some of the kingdoms. Like Lake and Snow and stuff like that, where you just do any percent, and that actually does feel quite good. Because so frequently you have to do something in every kingdom, and it does feel a bit more overwhelming than something like this. Did I click? Just gonna double. Okay, yeah, I did do it right. Alright, good. Let's see if I can get this board up. This one's no pre-routing either, so it's like you give it one attempt and then that's gonna be the run, which is exciting. I'm gonna turn this one off, this one on. Wait, did it? I duplicated one of my browser sources in OBS. What does no pre-routing mean? So normally you get the full board and you can just do it as many times as you want. With no pre-routing, the first run you do, that's the time you get. And if you redo it, I think the redone time will show up separately on the leaderboard. So it's very much just like the moment you click on reveal board, that's when the run starts, and you finish when you're done with the run. Sounds good. I don't know. I've done one ascend, so I don't know how well this is gonna go. But the fact that it's chaos mode, which like removes all sort of rules, I suppose. I think it just puts all the goals in potentially in the board. So we're gonna see what that's like. Also, everyone submits their time with a spoiler instead of showing what their final board was, so people can't see what route they took, unless you click on the spoiler, I guess. But I'll be honest, I'm not super sure what chaos mode exactly entails. But it's one of the advanced options, and it just says it ignores all limitation and category limits, which I assume means you can get something like just not a ridiculous amount of moons in some kingdoms, or just getting 9 checkpoints in sand or something like that is what I'm assuming, but I haven't super looked into it exactly. But it's gonna be exciting. Anyway, let me fix my browser source real quick, because it is Currently set to this specific monthly board. What is it? So it is 7 by 7 ascend. Ascend. Chaos mode. Was there anything else? Blank goals. How many? 4. I think that's it. And also you need to connect the left and right side of the board and not the bottom row. This is such a weird weekly. Those blank spaces are free, so it's good. I think if I generate this and just click on reveal, it should be the same. Let's see. We got 85 moons, capture, blah, 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 blah. I think this is all the same. Okay, let me, data management, delete. Okay. How do I even put this in a pinned comment? I could just copy and paste what they said, I guess. I'll just do that. I think that's... it's probably easier than anything else. Unpin this. So it's ascend, but you also need some kind of line between the left side and the right side, yeah. Which this might be awful. The more I'm thinking about this could be like if you just have a really bad horizontal. Like it doesn't need to be a straight line as long as it is a connected line between goals going all the way from the left side to the right. But I don't know what the goals are, so it's it's gonna be exciting. Anyway, bingo goal to the left and right edges, then get to the top in the quickest time. I'm just gonna put that in there and pin that, and that'll manually unpinned. I'm gonna drink my water. I'm gonna get some more water, and then we're gonna give this a go. All right. I hope that this will go some kind of way. Either way. One final check at the goals. Seems to look right on stream. So with that, 3 to 1 go. So these are blank spaces. Those are just free goals. This is 90 moons. This is 85 moons. So that's good. In this weekly, I need to get from the bottom to the top without knowing what the goals are. But once we unlock one goal, we'll see what is above and to the side of the goals that we have achieved. And we need to go all the way to the top, and we need to also make a horizontal line, or at least a connected line of goals from the left side to the right side of the board. This is going to be... I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm a little tempted to go for 40 Cascade coins But I'm not like super happy about it. I'm just staring at the board. I'm not looking at the screen. Yeah. Like 40 Cascade isn't the worst because I don't need to go into the sub area for it. I just need to get everything. But it is on the side of the board. I don't know if I'm really happy about doing that. Or if I'd rather just get the 8 sand checkpoints instead. Because... like 8 sand checkpoints is awful. Like it is all of them effectively. And it is good, like the sort of upside of 40 Cascade. I'm gonna get this real quick. I'm gonna get life up hearts just for the sake of it, because they might show up later. So that's one if that is relevant. The main reason why I would want 40 Cascade coins is just to get a goal on the right side of the board. Because all I have on the left side right now is 85 moons, which is basically complete seaside, if doing any percent. And 90 moons, which is a little bit further. It's not that bad. There's 8 Cap Kingdom moons, which I'm just not even gonna touch, because that's gonna take a year. 2 Goomba moons would be in like wooded... and snow? I guess technically there could be one in... You could yeah, you could get 85 moons in sand if you really wanted. But I'm just gonna say probably not optimal. I'm just gonna give that a guess. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna do this and not worry about it too much. 19 Cascade, 66 sand. Yeah, it's a route. It doesn't really open up the rest of the board, I feel, but, you know, you'll have gotten the goal. I feel like since I'm in Cascade anyway, if anything, you could argue. Yeah, with cap 8 moons, we can get the 90 moons, never leave sand. It's technically true. You're not lying. We could also just, like, get world peace in sand for a Goomba moon, because then we'll have one of 2 of those. There's an argument to be made to get all the purple coins here. And that's just sort of like, if get all coins in a kingdom shows up, then that's like not the worst thing to have done in like Cascade. It's just kind of awful to do it in Cascade. It's not awful, it's just not the best. I actually don't know... Where am I going? That way. I haven't watched an All Moon speedrun in a while. Like, I've seen... I feel like the last time I watched anything All Moons was like... Furs... getting everything from memory, which was the... I mean, it was arguably speed... I mean, he clearly knew where everything was. But that was more of an entertainment view than a, gosh, I hope this guy's gonna go fast kind of viewing. Is there coins here? I actually forget. But what I was gonna say was more like, I forget if an All Moon speedrun gets a lot immediately, or if it really goes out of the way. Ooh. This was the worst story I've ever told. If an All Moon speedrun goes for a lot of extra moons. That was a good backflip. Or if they just sort of do a slightly different version of any percent and then get everything when the moon rocks are available. I did a backflip. I did a backflip and I landed on the guy. I am pleased. Anyway. There's also an argument to be made that I don't necessarily remember where all the purple coins are. I think I do. I know where at least 40 are, I would say. But do I know all of them? I beat the boss immediately just for the sake of getting some extra ones immediately available, but... my main thought is like, I don't think there's purple coins in the 8-bit area. But I'm not super sure. Alright, that's 40. I'm gonna go in here just so I can click the goal. One Goomba Moon, hey! Alright, so it's getting more likely that I'm doing sand. World peace for the one Goomba Moon. Honestly, the only reason I'm here is for this, which I think is still here. Yeah, it is. And also I get some purple coins. I probably should have gone into the sub area first, but it is a lot of work to get 50 coins compared to 40. This feels like a questionable jump. But we made it work. Alright, so this is sort of a waste of time, maybe. But I'm just gonna say, if the goal shows up, that's like get all the purple coins in one kingdom, I'm gonna be okay with it. I guess I also knew where they were, so that's nice. I hate this sub area, I'm not gonna lie. It's as far as sub areas go, it's fine. I just hate doing it. It just feels like it takes away hours of my life, even though it's not that long. Since I'm here, I might as well just get it in case a sub area goal shows up. Plus, this is great progress. I mean, this is progress towards 8-bit moons. It's progress towards sub-area moons. It's progress towards purple coins. Like, it's a lot of progress for potential things. I just don't know if it's a waste of time to go for things that aren't there. I feel like now that I've said that sentence out loud, I think I know what the answer is, but whatever. We did it. Just get it. And leave. I don't have a checkpoint there. Oops. Where's the Odyssey? A perfect Cascade Kingdom. Only 10 minutes. Alright, so there's no point in going for 8 checkpoints in sand now. I should get the cactus, but that's just sort of on the way. Beyond that, I don't really know what I want to do. I feel like getting to Wooded as quickly as possible is probably the goal. But beyond that, I don't really have an idea what a good idea is. Because all the other goals are just awful. Like, there isn't really a good thing to do here. Beyond wooded sub-areas. And, like, cactus and tree, I guess. Also with wooded sub-areas, I just get more progress towards getting a link between the left and right side of the screen. So that's kind of nice. Perfect. Perfect bird. Big fan. I should plant a seed. I should not forget this. This would actually be... Alright, yeah. That seed went places, but sure. Did it hit the rug? Oh. That's an exciting thing that I've never seen before. I did not know that was an interaction. I'll take it, I suppose. I should probably get, like, coins as well. At least get a hint art. It's probably not a bad idea. Because there is just a couple that are pretty close by anyway. I should just get this one at least. I'm sort of surprised how close this is. I've been getting the one that's in the shade of the floating island, which is a little bit further ahead, and I feel like that one's actually so much further away than that one that I just got. Mario. Your butt is bigger than that. You should be able to get this. Also, I guess I should go to Wooded before Lake. Arguably. Just because I then know what I should be doing afterwards. I was thinking maybe there's not really a reason to get checkpoints, but I guess technically with Chaos Mode, there's probably multiple, like, potential for multiple checkpoint goals to show up. That'll be funny. There's a trick here I kind of want to try. But I kind of forget where it is. I think it's right here. I want to try it once, just for the sake of giving it a go. No. I want to try it once. I'm gonna get this one attempt. Like, how hard could this be? Not that hard, as it turns out. Wow. You just sort of go through there, huh? I would like this, please. Please don't clip me into the... Okay, nice. And then... I did not know there was a hole there. Alright, never mind. We're just gonna talk to this fixed door. Well, do I? I guess I could. Yep, that's also information. We've learned a thing. I knew that clip was there. I wasn't sure how hard it was to do. Turns out, not that difficult. Look, that bullet bill was just too fast. I did not know there was a hole there, if I'm being fully honest, but that's good to know. Because that way you can just walk into the Sphinx room, which is decent money. And you don't need to talk to the Sphinx. Which doesn't really save that much time, but you know, it's there. That time I didn't die 4 times. I'll talk to Jaxie as well, just in case. Why not? Press the wrong brake button. That was exciting. My route for sand is incorrect. I need to get that. I need to get the moon on the pillar there with more consistency. But just for fun, we're gonna talk to the Sphinx 5 times. Two. Nice. 3. This is not optimal. His name is not Quiz Kitty. There we go. This is a lot of like hoping. There's a lot of hoping that the goal shows up. That's like talk to the Sphinx 6 times. Ideally, talk to the Sphinx 5 times shows up. But it's certainly not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. Anyway, I need to go to the cactus actually now that I think about it. Because you could also make an argument like you could do Koopa Trace Walking, which is also in this kingdom. I think I've gotten basically every ground pound moon. There's just a lot of goals that can appear, and it would be nice to have some of them dealt with. The cactus officially captured. We're just gonna put a 1 on that. And then we're just gonna ride Jaxi to here. Get the checkpoint in case I, for whatever reason, need like note boost or something. Alright, perfect. I feel like I'm wasting so much time. It's fine. We're gonna go to Wooded. We're gonna make this work. It was definitely worth spending all this time in sand. And it's gonna be incredible. Four wooded sub-areas. Do I know where 4 are? Know where 2 are. Rare wooded first. Do I know where... I guess the rocket's there. I just don't even remember what sub-area that is. There's the nut at the top, but that's kind of far away. Anyway, I guess I'm going to Deep Woods again. Deep Woods heavy kind of day today. I don't really need to get a lot of purple coins in this game. Let's just focus. Let's just focus a little bit here. Just get the sort of 3 moons that are easy to get in Deep Woods and then leave. Yeah. Get back here. I need another nut. I hope the dinosaur isn't mad at me for forgetting the nut. Don't think he is. I don't think he cares even slightly. Get this. Get the rock. Get the rock. There we go. That's a rock moon. This is a ground pound moon, and in a second, I'm actually going to have completed a goal, so that's exciting. There we go. Free space. 9 nut moons. 9 nut moons. Okay. That's exciting. I think that there's a nut here. Nope. I didn't know the order to that. Chess moon, that's fun. 9 nut moons, that's... Ooh. I think there's one in Deep Woods, I cannot for the life of me remember where. Do I know 9? I feel like the answer is probably not. I'm gonna see if I can make this work. This is very much just gonna be like a... Let's just hope for the best. 9 nut moons. That... So let me try to route this out in my head. Because I'm gonna get 1 nut moon here. That's like just slightly up ahead. I'm gonna talk to the Sphinx for fun. Just for the sake of 6 Sphinx questions comes up. Then that one is just very nice to get because he disappears later, and that is bad if you haven't done that yet. So there's 1 here. This one's easy peasy. Nearly fell off the tree 3 times, but that's fine. 1 is further up ahead, which I'm gonna get in a second. That's not how I usually do that. That felt too fast. Yeah. So that's 2. There's 1 I'm gonna get in a second. There's 1 in the maze. There's 1 around the corner. There's 1... we'll just see if it works out. Let's not worry about it too much. That's 3. I should be capturing stuff, I guess. I should probably capture stuff that's hard to capture later, like the piranha plant at least. I will be going for the 4 sub-area moons. I think one of the sub-areas is the Goomba fog room. I think that's the rocket, which also has a nut in it. I'm fairly sure. I'm gonna have so many moons by the end of this kingdom. Come on. That's 2. This feels kind of not worth it at all now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm gonna get the... I'll get the Goomba moon first, and then I'll also kind of know what's gonna be there, huh? Whoa. It's fine, it's fine. I'm getting a lot of synergy and goals that I don't really need to do. One could argue. Not ideal. But I am not one to argue. I could swear there's one in Deep Woods though. I just don't know where. Let's see if I can make this work. Come on. Just in case. That's just one of those captures that's just awful to try and get later. And with awful, I mean basically impossible, so... At least in the sort of the context of a... trying to go fast. Alright, that's one more. I'm full on just ignoring the 5 stickers. I just don't feel like that's going to be worth it. So I think I know 4 more nut moons. So that's good. I don't know if they're optimal. I think I could have sworn 10 was like all of them, but 9 feels like super alright, actually. 9 feels like one more than I would call alright now that I think about it a little bit more. I'm just gonna get these. I'm in the area. Ooh, that was scary. Making great progress towards the 90 moons goal as well by getting about 1 million in wooded, but it's just sort of how the goals are aligning right now. Should also get this. That's 3, I think. I think that's the 3rd one I picked up. Don't think I got any in sand now I think about it, but I don't think that's bad. I should have just gotten that moon. There's no real reason not to. Alright, just raising moon count by 1. Because I think, like, I think there's a nut moon that's like just sort of off a cliff somewhere, and I just cannot for the life of me remember where it is. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna get the Goomba moon. Because I think that's just the smart play. Before I go into the sub area, because there's at least 2 more nut moons that are just outside. Because one is on the way to the Goomba moon, and the other one is sort of nearby-ish. Off of a ledge. I know 10 nut moons. Oh. I'm just realizing that I know. That's a surprise to me, if I'm being fully honest. I kind of thought I only knew 9, but I'm starting to learn that I know more and more. Yeah, I saw that happen. Because, let's see, let's just blow this up. Like, 1 is around the corner here, I'm fairly sure. Let me just drop this guy, make life maybe easier. Yeah. That's 8. And then 9 should be sort of up ahead. Yep. Nut. Nut. I might capture the rocket just in case. A bit late to start going for captures, but you know, better late than never, I suppose. Similarly, I'm just gonna grab a few moons here, mostly because that's a ground pound moon, and I just feel like I'm so in the area that it's like, it feels like a waste not to do it. I definitely captured the wrong stack, but that's maybe fine. We can maybe get this to work. I guess I'll just get all of them, why not? Alright, Goomba Moon. We got 2 Seaside Story, 5 music notes. Right now, I'm fairly sure I'm at 0, so that's good. Seaside is pretty far into the distance, which I'm not super stoked about. So, let me just... nope, not quite. Blow you up. I want that... You know what? Or, you know what? No, I've changed my mind. This is like a bad time to be changing my mind over and over. But I know what sub-area the rocket is. I'm fairly sure, and I just don't want to do it. I feel like I don't know it well enough. And it just seems like a bad idea. That was not a triple jump. I think I'd rather do the sub-area that's here. But first, I also think there is a moon, like sort of up ahead, like a nut moon, that I think I would rather go for first. Didn't get the checkpoint there. Where is the nut moon? Hang on. There's one that's like on... Yeah, there it is. Full on ran past it. It's right here. There we go. Okay, what do we got? 2 rabbit. 28 sand. Okay. Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in here, where I thought there was a sub area, and there is. Not the sub area I thought, but it's one that doesn't seem very difficult, so we're just gonna see if we can make it work. Not great, because it's only going to reveal one goal, which kind of sucks. But I'm floundering. I don't know what the best course of action is here, so we're just going to make this the way to go. Alright, we're not getting those purples, I guess. Where do I go from here? Oh. Yeah, alright. You can stop now, though. This is a bit much. Cool! 2 sand multi-moons. Alright, we're out of here. 2 sand multi-moons. Okay. Cool. I have 0 notes moons, because I didn't get the one in sand. So that's cool. I guess I could get started with them? It's kind of rough, though. I can get 2 in lake. I can go back for sand, I guess, but it's not ideal. Oh, that's really rough. That is not good at all. How many moons did I get in sand? I think just like 14, right? I don't know. But I feel like it's probably wise to start going for notes moons now. God, this is gonna take forever. This is kind of scary, but again, we'll see if we can make it work. So there's one here. The thing about notes moons is I've done it notes moons in a bingo once. And I memorized them then. The amount I needed. And let me tell you, that knowledge is no longer there. So let me just put a 1 on both of these, I guess. There's 1 in Seaside, there's like 2 in Luncheon. There's 2 here. Should have done a note moons in sand. That is an unfortunate thing that I decided not to do, even though it would have not taken that long. But it's also like, why would you do a notes moon? But then I also did like so many other things that I obviously didn't need to do. I don't think I have anything else to do in Lake, so I think I'm just gonna grab this, get the notes moon, and then boss maybe? Should I even fight Rango? There's an argument to be made for yes. I'm just not sure if I'm happy with it. Because I could also just get the Crate Moon. The thing is, like, if boss battles or something shows up, then not getting Rango here is bad. But I've also, like, wasted so much time already on useless nonsense that maybe I should just not fight the boss instead. We'll go back for that. I didn't really realize how far away that Crate Moon spawned, if I'm being fully honest. Okay. There we go. That's an 8-bit moon. That's a Notes moon. That's 2. Oh yeah. I might get the Rango checkpoint. You've become quite skilled at that, my second Note moon. This looked pretty easy when I saw other people do it. There. Unfortunately, Cappy was in the distance. Alright, I'm gonna try this one more time before I just cry. There we go, finally. I'm just gonna hope Lake Kingdom is not important. We're out. Okay, so there is an argument to be made to go back to Sand for the Notes moon. I'm gonna open a cheat sheet real quick. Cheat sheet helper. Let's see, there's 2 in Sand. There's 1 in Metro. Right, that's the room I didn't know what it was earlier. Oh, I could get the 1 in Metro, I guess. And then get the 2 in Sand. Alright, well, that's a plan. It's at least something. You know, I'm gonna just say, it's at least something. It's like a direction. And at the Cappy was like, I'm just gonna hang out. That was... Sorry, I'm just sort of overwhelmed by bigness. That time the diving worked. Maybe I just dove too hard into him, like I just dove full on into his face. But yeah, long story short. Gonna go for the Metro Notes moon. And then go back to Sand for the other 2. Because otherwise, I need to do all of Snow and Seaside. And if I can avoid doing both of those kingdoms, that would obviously be ideal. Because that's 2 full extra kingdoms that I'd rather not do. The thing is, it might take about as long to just go back to Sand as it is to... Nah, it's not going to take as long to beat Sand as it does to beat Seaside and Snow Kingdom. There's no way. I should also know I have 1 Rabbit Moon. I could get the second one. Maybe that's not a terrible idea, but I would have to go back to Lost. What am I doing? Hoping it's not worth getting the checkpoint in this kingdom, because I won't. I'm happy I didn't start going for stickers now. We're going to see if I'm still happy about that by the end of the run, but at this moment I'm content with it. I'm just hoping that there's just going to be a list of goals that's like 2 8-bit moons, that one thing I did, you know, stuff like that. That'll be lovely. Cool. Yeah. Again, a lot of times where I start doing a ground pound and Mario's just like, I'm done with life. I will not do this dive today. And it's very scary. I don't care for it. I will say that if I need a 6th note moon, I do need to go to Seaside. So maybe after this kingdom I should just go back to Sand immediately. I'm realizing. I think that might actually be better. Just for the sake of getting those notes moons, I guess, yeah. Did I get the checkpoint? It's always a question, because I don't pay attention. Yep. So that kind of sucks. Like now, I should go to Sand, because there's a chance that I just need the 6th note moon, and then I do want to go into Seaside Kingdom first. But there's also a chance that I don't want to do that, which unfortunately kind of depends on the note moon situation. So, because now I have to watch a lot of cutscenes going into Metro. Cappy's going to tell me about how to do a roll, which I have done before, believe it or not. But I think it's just extremely likely that I'm gonna need 6 note moons. Alright, I'm gonna make maybe a bad choice, but I'm gonna go back to Lost real quick. Just to see what the goal above the rabbit moon is. Because I already have one, which I forgot to mark, but I got one in Wooded. The second one shows up in Lost on Revisit. Which isn't great, like that you have to go all the way back for it, but I mean, it is what it is. That was good. I want to scare you, because I don't really know where you activate. But this rabbit right here. And then the third... I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with my dives. And I've said it before, and I will say it again. My dives, they're stinky. They're stinky dives. And I don't care for it. Where am I? Oh my goodness. That death turned me around. Yep. Alright. You know what? That's better than not diving, which definitely was gonna happen otherwise. I mean... I'm trying. Alright, perfect. Rabbit. Free goal. That's actually very good. We got this. Koopa trace walking. Seed moon, no time travel. Alright, so this... Like the 2 wooded ones, I got because I went for the tree, so I got the other ground pound moon as well. So that was very lucky. I'm happy I didn't go to Sand yet, because my god. Apparently everything connects to Sand. Oh my god, that is ridiculous. That just changed the entire trajectory of the run. Because now suddenly I have a lot more options. I guess I'm doing Koopa Trace walking, most likely. Unless there's some sort of goal above the seed that, like next to it, that is just like a free space or something. No, I found all free spaces, I think. Because I think it was generated with 4 free spaces, so never mind. I'm so happy I planted the seed. Oh my god. And then 6 wooded sub areas and stickers and war paintings. Oh no. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. I'm gonna go for... Oh, I guess I could go for war painting moons, huh? Can I go for war painting moons? I don't know if I know where they are. I think I'm just gonna do this. More just on the basis that I don't think I know where enough war paintings are. God, you can just get away with so much if you just do all of sand, though. Like, the route of just going through sand and doing sand would have been sort of incredible. 40 coins. Do I know 40? It's kind of an awkward amount. It's actually quite a lot. For one to not get hit by the cactus. Because I know there's a couple in Jaxi, which I want to go to anyway. Do I have... No. I wasn't sure if I had the checkpoint there. Six wooded sub-area moons. Can you believe it? Well, I got 4 at least. I'm happy I got 4. I just, yeah, wish I got 6. But there was no way to know. But I'm just gonna hard focus on the goals that I can see, I think. It's probably the best way to go forward. Okay, I guess I'll get this one. Just gonna ignore the notes moons for now. I will go for them. I just want to get a few more purple coins that are up ahead. I think there's a couple near Jaxi, actually. There's like 4 next to Jaxi, I want to say, that I almost certainly didn't get, but... Okay, yep, that was scary. Come on. A bit more. That worked out. Okay, so there's 3 there. This is a bit out of the way, obviously, but I'm just gonna capture a bow eye because I'm here. Okay, and then we're gonna go right here where we can get the remaining purple coins. We can get a note moon. Which I might get the one in Oasis first, actually. Since I need to go there anyway, and I feel like probably gonna need those note moons at the end of the day. I'm just assuming. I need to get Koopa Trace walking as well. Which I mustn't forget about. I don't know if it's quicker to go do Koopa Trace walking from here. Probably not. I'm gonna say it's probably better to just warp back because Jax is like in an awkward spot now and I need to call him and it's like a whole thing. I'm just gonna do the sub area first though. Since I need to get those remaining 40 coins. I want to get the note moon. Okay, up. Good. Just gonna click that and try to die talkatives. Alright, good. Died. I don't want to do that if I'm being fully real with you. So we're gonna go just hey, what? How? So that's 4. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to do the trace walking at least. I don't know what goes next to that, but just for the sake of creating a horizontal line, I think I don't really have a choice but to do that. I guess I could talk to Talkatoo. I just feel like it's now a bad idea. Maybe in Metro, but Metro is like such a bad place for it. Yeah. Maybe this Koopa has another Note Moon that I could do. Let's go. $91 points. 89 points. I got pretty close. Bam. And a sheep moon. I guess it's good we're still here. That way we go. So that's gonna be definitely our horizontal line. I'm a little tempted by hitting a cactus straight up with my face. $26 like Metro Moons isn't terrible. Because you need 20 usually. So it's not like the worst. It is kind of a lot though, but I mean, not like a lot, you know, it's just average amount, Good goal. Good amount for a goal. Thank you, sheep. Thank you, sheep. I always forget where the third sheep is. There's the third sheep. 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 Come on. There you go. That's a good sheep. Cool. Okay. 7 8-bit moons. I've done like 3. So I'd rather not, if I'm fully honest. But that was a lot. That was a lot of stuff, if I'm being real. I'm gonna go to Metro Kingdom and get the Nope Moon. Nope. There's an argument to be made to just get the remaining 2 wooded sub-area moons, I guess, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I don't know which sub-area I want to do. I don't need to worry about 6 Note Moons anymore, so that's good. But the 5 seems like an obvious choice. It suddenly like got so much stuff that sort of worked out that I'm just very much overwhelmed. I feel like the last time there was an Ascend Bingo, I sort of did the same thing. Where I ended up just doing a lot of extra stuff that I didn't need to do. Of which a little bit ended up being worthwhile. And I think next time there's an Ascend, I should probably focus more on doing stuff that's easy to do. rather than just doing everything. Like planting a seed was good. Planting a seed, easily done, doesn't really cost that much time. Getting 50 coins in Cascade, I mean, it might still work out, I'll admit, but there's also a decent chance that the remaining 10 coins there, probably not necessary. But I think I should just do more ascends, just in general. Just to get a bit more of an idea of how to deal with them. But I guess it also just depends on what you do extra and what ends up showing up, so it's like, yeah. Because I've also just sort of been neglecting life up hearts, for instance. Not fully. I've gotten, this will be the 4th one that I'm gonna get. But if there's a goal that's like unique life up hearts, not from shops, and I need like 8 of them, then it's not ideal. It's not, I'm not in the worst situation for it. I didn't super go out of the way for them. Except for the Cascade one, I guess, but it's tough. I should probably capture a tank, eh? So overwhelming. I'll be honest, I don't even know where Talkatu is in this kingdom. Like, to give some context, the Talkatu moons is talk to Talkatu and then get the moon that he tells you to get, because he's like a little helper bird to help you out with trying to find where the remaining moons are. And he's in a different spot every kingdom, and I don't know where he is in Metro. Not even a little bit. Oh no, I reloaded. Okay, 2 cycle Mecha Wiggler. Not bad. I wish I knew where more warp paintings were. I know that there's a couple that you can just jump to. Like, there's the one in Lake Kingdom that you can just jump to, but it's a bit complicated. There's one in Snow Kingdom which you can just jump to, but it's a bit complicated. There's the one in Metro Kingdom. There's one next to the Odyssey. In Lake, there is 2 warp paintings, actually, and one of them is actually fairly accessible. So maybe I should be going for that. It sort of depends on where this warp painting goes, because I took sort of a weird order. And now that goes to Lake, yeah. Ugh. Huh. That is, because that means I probably should have gone for warp paintings. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna get this little guy, and then we're gonna go straight for the Notes Moon to see what we're doing here. Because I think the Notes Moon is here? Yeah. And this one's not too bad. It's also an 8-bit moon. But like 7 8-bit moons I feel like is a million. Might as well be. I didn't. I forgot something. Forgot a fairly crucial part of this room. I forgot the notes. It's done though. Alright, what we got? 14 Cascade moons, 200 total regional coins. I mean, I might have that. Oh, this is awful. Oh no. Hang on, let me think here for a minute while I just watch some cutscenes. What do I do here? I have not really been keeping up to date. Like, I have definitely 90. That much I know. I don't think I have 200 though. I think that's impossible that I have 200 because I have not really been going for those at all. 14 Cascade Moons. I'm at 5 to give a bit of context to that. Should I go for War Paintings? Oh, it might actually be the play here now. Because 14 Cascade Moons is a lot of moons. Oh, that's so rough. Oh, no. I could go to Lost and get Talkative Moons. But I'm not happy about doing that. I did not mean to talk to Pauline. If I get War Painting Moons now, I'm just gonna focus on it because I think I don't really have another option. Because like even if I, oh wait, no, I do. I need to go to Seaside. That's the play. With that said, I'm gonna go up here then. If I go to Seaside, get 2 Story Moons, along with 26 Metro Moons. Yeah, that can work. It's not great, but it'll have to do. It'll have to do, unfortunately. Oh, God. This board is rough, man. Yeah, climb up. Cool. Look that way. Roll. Ah, yeah. And just for fun, let's get this. Because I feel like, given how the rest of this board has gone, I'm ready for the just like buy the boxer short goal to show up at the very end or something like that. And take me another 3 business days. No? Really? Really? Come on. Rare. Okay, what is happening? There we go. Just need to be in between the things. God, there was a moment where I could suddenly click off so many goals. There was so many things to do in sand. It was great. I had a good time. Remember that? What a nice time that was. And now we're here having the time of our lives. Just realized I could actually, I guess, go for 5 Metro Story Moons. I just don't know if it's faster than 26 moons, if I'm being honest. I guess it sort of depends on what we see. Alright. Because it's only 6 moons. Because it's more like the 5th Metro Story Moon, that's where the troubles lie. Because 4 of them are just instruments, and then it's like go to the sewers and deal with all that nonsense. I don't really want to do all that, because then it just gets too complicated. If there's later a goal that's like beat all of Metro, then obviously would have been a shame not to do it, but I've done enough. I've done enough. Where do I go now? I need 6 more moons. I didn't get bench friends. I will say that. I could go to Dino Room real quick, because I'm sort of in the area anyway. Should I focus purples? The issue is, I know I have 90 purple coins. in total. $97, one could argue. But I don't think I really got that much more in sand. Beyond like the 40 that I needed. So getting 200 is like bad. It's like a bad amount to try and go for. Okay. 4 more moons. We can do this. I could buy a moon, but I'd rather not spend money, if I'm being honest. I just worry that that's gonna put me in a situation where life will become terrible. How? Come on, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're just gonna climb, I guess. Whatever. I need to learn to fast drive for this room, because this is like a pretty common room to be in, I feel. I'll be honest, I don't remember if I got the trash moon. It sort of all happened so automatically that I just don't really remember. Whew. I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to get 200 purples. If I need 200 purples to finish this bingo, then you know what. Sometimes life just doesn't work out that way. Should I buy a moon? The thing is, I just don't really know what more moon. Because I guess our sea car is there. Is there not a moon in that sort of gird? Oh, wait, no, I know a moon. Yeah. Never mind, we're good. There's also slots, I guess, but I don't know. I should probably play slots over the girder moon. How many moons do I have? I wonder if I'm at 85 yet. I have to assume the answer is almost certainly yes, with the amount of extra stuff that I've gotten this run. What? Okay, 26 moons, 1 snow checkpoint. Oh, good. Great, love that. Love that for me. That's so bad. Okay, So I guess I'm going to Seaside. I'm gonna do 2 story moons and just finish Seaside. Go to Snow. Get a checkpoint. And just hope the goal next to Seaside isn't bad. Good God. This road's gonna take forever. This is such a nightmare. Oh my goodness. How's it going? I am having an existential crisis. I'm currently gonna finish Seaside to try and get that horizontal line going. I have made poor life choices. Is I think the best answer to your question. But we're making it work. We're making it work. That's 1. And then I guess I'm just gonna fly over to Captain Toad and get the second one as well. I should have just gone for... I should have gone for 5 story moons, yeah. In hindsight. Yeah. Oh God, I should have just gotten 5 story moons. Looking at the board again. That makes so much more sense. But I didn't know I didn't know what I know now. Alright, on we go. I hope that this is nice. I just hope that this is fine. Okay, we're good. I've done that. You're right, I did get lucky with it. Because I got the two... I specifically went out of my way to do that. I mean, I need to go back to Wooded anyway. Because I need 2 more sub-area moons. Where's the fish? It's like here somewhere, isn't it? I forget the sort of regular route. Kind of connect diagonally. I don't think so. I think all the goals need to be... That's a fair point, actually, but I have to assume the answer's probably not. Because you could get a diagonal bingo, I suppose, but I feel like the answer is no. Because otherwise you could probably create a much easier diagonal line. Because otherwise you could have done something without having seen the goal as well. So yeah, probably not, I'm gonna say. Where we at? We're here. We're all good. There's no way that this is the... I mean, it's definitely not the fastest route. But I feel like there's probably some selection of goals that would have been better to do than the ones that I have done. Yeah. Anyway. Since I don't need to go into Sphinx, I might as well just do this. Okay. I probably should have gone for, like, the paintings as well, but... I just don't really see how I would have made that work, to be honest. Like, I've gotten a lot of purple coins, but definitely not enough. I think maybe if I just hard focused purple coins a lot more, it would have been alright. Because there is sticker goals, there is souvenir goals, there's outfit door, outfit room stuff. Crazy mood total, I know. It's pretty rough. I got so many moves. An exciting revelation is that I did know more nut moons than I thought I did. So that's good. I was a bit worried about the like 10 nut moon goal, but I think I was just sort of figured I didn't know 10 of them, but I think I do. This cannot be right. Alright, so we got that, and then we go back to Wooded and do a sub area, and then I'm good. I'm also like gonna like triple check that I got the I got the ground pound moon in Wooded, the sort of electrical charge ground pound moon, because I'm like 99% sure I did. I definitely got the deep woods ones. What is even... Oh, for a charging station, that works. Why did I go to deep woods? Oh, because of the tree and cactus thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I did get this. So I would have gotten the other two as well. We're just gonna do this one because it's there. And this might take a while because I don't really know where stuff is in this sub area, if I'm being fully real. There's one, like, there's a moon, there's a nut moon here. Yeah, that was right. Which I will say is actually a lot quicker to get than I thought it was. So that's also good to know. I mean, you do have to go in here, I guess. Which is... Alright, yeah, I didn't get hit there. The Goomba did. I can see how that works. Now, this sub-area is actually really not as hard as I made it out in my mind. I remember flying around here forever. And, yeah, it's actually just... not very difficult at all. We're done. Oh my god. Oh, good god. That was a board. I did that. I did that. I didn't do that, though. Jeez. Okay, well, it was certainly... it was certainly something. Yeah, this would have been fine. It's not really that much different, I suppose. I mean, I would have been there had I gone for the war painting moons. Metro outfit door I did, but I need to get either war painting or Talkatoo moons to get here. Yeah. In hindsight, should have focused more. Should have focused more on regional coins. Thanks, Leonard. 3 lost checkpoints. 3 lost checkpoints. I only know 2 lost checkpoints, I think. Where's the third one? Huh. No idea. So this I did, but it didn't come up because I never got here. This... I'm like 90% sure I didn't get enough regional coins for this. Because I was just not going for them in most kingdoms. 8 seaside moons I did. 14 cascade is an absolutely absurd idea to try and go for. Metro outfit room I did, but I never got there. Stickers I never bothered with. There's an argument to be made that I should have gone for stickers. But it took, like, it was on the going back to sand that I realized that stickers was a goal. So... there is that. I did 5 of those. Lake Captain Toad. If I'd done more in sand, but you don't really know that you need to do more in sand unless you either get 5 stickers or get through wooded. Like, this is... it's mean. Oh, God. How many moons did I end up with? Like, about 1 million. 113 moons. And I haven't beat Snow Kingdom yet, so that's good. I beat Seaside, I guess. Oh, good lord. Alright, well. I had fun. Ascent is such... Ascent is so good. I need to play more of it, to be honest. Because, it's wild. It is so wild. Anyway, I'm gonna submit my time. 0, 1, 17, 13, system switch. Screenshots, bloop. Think it just becomes a spoiler automatically. Alright, let's see where that... blind run. Let's see where that put us. That put us solidly in last place by about 10 minutes. But I will say, I thought I only saw one person submit earlier. And I thought they had a much faster time, actually. So I guess I misread. But God, I was all over the place on that one. It was tough. I think I will end the stream here. I don't really have anything else I want to do. But that was something. That's probably the most difficult ascent I've ever done. It's just all over the place, but you know, I had fun. I hope everyone else had fun as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I'll see you some other time. Next stream, probably weekday. Don't know which one. Don't know what I'm streaming. Next stream, it'll be a good one, I'm sure. Hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.